Hello and welcome to the Low Budget Review Show with your host Eric Smith. That's me. Today I want to talk about a fantastic, mind-blowing book. And I always start this like I'm going to surprise you with what I'm talking about, but it's in the title of the video, so I don't know why I play these games. I guess I just like to. Anyway, today I'm talking about Pines by Blake Croiuch. Published by Thomas and Mercer a few years ago. The reason I'm talking about this today is because Fox has made this into a TV show called Wayward Pines. I've had this book for quite some time. It's been sitting on my to-be-read pile of about 150, 175 books. When I found out it was going to be a TV show, I decided I would move it up to the top and read it. So I like to do that if something's being adapted into a movie or TV show or whatever. I'd like to read the source material first. And wow, what a book. It's going to be difficult to talk about what this is, because the potential for spoilers is crazy with this. So I'll just kind of go over what's on the back of the book. So I think... Well, it's on the back of the book, so how spoilery can it be? It can be pretty spoilery. I read the description on the back of a book once, and it gave away, on the back of the book, gave away the twist ending. This will not give away the ending. Basically, the book is about Secret Service agent Ethan Burke, who, at the beginning of the book, wakes up battered, bruised, and bloody next to a river with no memory of who he is, no wallet, no ID, no money, no cell phone. So he gets up and he wanders away from the river and through the woods and into the town of Wayward Pines. He pretty quickly gets his memory back, realizes he's Secret Service agent Ethan Burke, and that he came to Wayward Pines to look for two missing Secret Service agents. I think that's all I can say. From there, it just gets crazy. Wayward Pines initially seems like the perfect idyllic little town. But as Ethan Burke navigates the town, attempts to investigate, things aren't quite right. There's something wrong under the veneer of perfection. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say anything. I think you really need to read the book and take the journey with Agent Burke. Discover what he discovers, experience what he experiences. I don't want to say what he goes through. Just that, yeah, it's not the perfect little town. Things aren't what they seem. And well, I'll tell you this: my experience while I was reading it. I'm reading along, okay, I'm introduced to the character. He wanders into town, meets some other people, and then something. I read a little something, and I'm like, alright, that's kind of strange. But I have faith that the author's going to explain what this is. I have faith. So I keep reading, and then something else happens that's even stranger. It's like, okay, I don't know how he's going to explain that, but again, I have faith. Agent Burke's not giving up. Neither am I. Then there came a point where we leave Agent Burke for a short time. So we learn some things that he doesn't know. And that just blew my mind. And I had no idea what the author was going to do. I don't want to say anything specific at all because it's just wow. How is that going to fit with everything else? How's he going to put this puzzle together? And that's the experience of reading the book. You just keep encountering these things that it's like, wait a minute, how does that fit in with everything? How is this all going to come together? Now, Pines is the first book of a trilogy. The second book is Wayward. The third book is The Last Town. Which I believe just came out relatively recently, relative to the time I'm recording this, which is July 23rd. I'm glancing up at my Mars Attacks calendar over there just to make sure I know what day it is. And I mentioned that this is the first book of a trilogy because I want to be clear that this story, everything is explained by the end of this book. You don't have to read the other two. I think if you read this, you're going to want to read the other two. I very much want to read the other two because I thought this was so good. But with all the twists and turns and weird things going on in here, you're not going to have to wait for other books to find out what everything means, what everything is, what's going on. It's all there. It's all in this nice, neat little package. This little, look at this. It's not even just a little tiny package, and everything's in here. Nothing I can say specifically, but it is all there. After I finished reading this, I looked at some reviews. I do that on occasion, and I will say that the ending was not universally loved. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It surprised me. I didn't see it coming, which is something that doesn't happen very often. I don't know if I'm just jaded, if I read too much, and watch too many movies. You know, after M. Night Shyamalan came to prominence, I think everybody started looking for twists. You watch a movie and you're looking for those little clues and trying to figure out the twist. And I do it. I try to avoid that because I want to just experience the movie or experience the book, but you pick things up and you're like, aha, I think I know what the twist is going to be. I did not see this coming. Wow. But, as I said, there are people that did not like it. I'm not sure why. Maybe it just wasn't their cup of tea. Not sure. I have some theories on why some people wouldn't like it, but I can't really share them because it would give away things in the book. So I think you just have to read it for yourself and decide. But I mean, if you like a book that's going to keep you turning the pages, keep you guessing the entire time, and you like a mind-blowing ending, I think you're going to enjoy this book. There was something else I was going to say, and now I can't remember what it was because I was talking about the ending so much. I do remember what it was. When the trailer for Wayward Pines first came out, I heard a lot of people comparing it to Twin Peaks, because you've got a federal agent going to a small town where weird stuff is going on, and those comparisons are valid. The atmosphere of the book, I think, is very much like Twin Peaks. Story-wise, nothing at all like Twin Peaks. You know, Agent Burke isn't obsessed with coffee. There's no log lady. There's no backwards dancing little people. It's the atmosphere of the small town and the weirdness that's going on, the mystery that's evocative of Twin Peaks. And in the afterword of the book, the author says he saw Twin Peaks when it first aired. It left an indelible mark on him, and this is his tribute, his homage to Twin Peaks. And I think it works. He's not retelling the same story. He's not even using the same types of characters, unless, well, I guess the federal agent, but he's nothing like Kyle MacLachlan's character in Twin Peaks, except he's a federal agent. That's the only thing. So, I guess if you like Twin Peaks, give this book a try. I enjoyed the show. I'm not fanatical about it. And again, oddly, I was able to pick out a few things in that show. I just kind of picked up on some things and said, oh, this is what's going to be, and this is what's going to happen. Not on everything, but a few things. But again, this book, no clue. So, let's see. This is the third time I'm recording this because I've made some horrible errors. So now I'm trying to remember what I've said this time. So if I repeat myself, like now, when I say, as usual, this is my new custom anyway, I will have links for all three books and a link for the trailer for the TV show Wayward Pines. I'll have those down in the description below. And I highly recommend this if you're looking for something thrilling, mysterious, mind-blowing. It's really, it's I would say literally, but that's just not true. My mind wasn't literally blown, it was figuratively blown. But obviously, I highly recommend it. I mean, that's the whole point of making these videos, to share the things that I like and try and support the authors that I like. This is actually only the second thing I've ever read by Blake Croiuch. The first thing was a book called Dracula's that he wrote with Jeff Strand, F. Paul Wilson, and Jack Kilborn, who's actually J.A. Conrath. Most likely I'm going to review that book sometime relatively soon, because that's a fantastic book. But it's so smoothly written, you can't tell who wrote what part. You're not going to be able to pick out who did what. So this is really the first time it's just been me and Blake. I have a lot of his stuff on my Kindle. I have so much stuff I can't, it's taking me forever to get to it all. This was a great place to start. I am definitely going to read the other books in this series, read all the stuff I have in my Kindle, pick up some more, because if the rest is half as good as this, then it's going to be worth reading. So that's it. My rambling, vague thoughts on Pines by Blake Croiuch. As usual, please put any questions, comments, or corrections in the comments section down below. And this is the Low Budget Review Show. See? That's what it says. I'm Eric Smith, and read more books.